Hello everyone and welcome to my channel MiTutorials. In this tutorial, I will be teaching you how you can schedule refresh your reports on Power BI service using the gateway so that you can refresh the data set of your reports at the desired time. So let's get started with this tutorial. So I've created a simple column chart over here which is displaying the sales by month, and the data here is for the year 2022 all the way from January until December. Now on my SQL server, I have now loaded the data for the 2023 sales as well. As you can see here in the order date section, we have the sales data for 2023. So let's publish this particular report to the Power BI service now. So I'm going to select my tutorials workspace over here and just wait for this to get published. The report has been published now. Let's head over to that particular report and take a look at this report on the Power BI service. So as you can see here, we are able to see the visual. And now let's head over to the workspace, tutorials workspace that I have over here. And you will see there is a report and there's also a data set that is available over here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this particular icon here which says schedule refresh. Once you are here, you need to go to the section where it says gateway connections, and this is where you will have to define your gateway. Now in my case, it's saying that I don't have any gateways installed. And when you see an error message, something like this, you'll also see a button over here which says install now. So let's click on this particular button and this will start your personal mode data gateway download. And once this is complete, and now let's start installing this particular gateway. I'm going to click on open file and then it is asking me to accept the terms and conditions. I'm going to click on install. Now that the installation is successful, it's asking me to enter the email address to use with this gateway. I'm going to enter my email address over here and then click on sign in. And now it says the gateway is online and is ready to be used. I'm going to click on close now and then I'm going to refresh the page that I have on the Power BI service. Once I've done that, I'm going to go back to gateway connections again, and you will see that I have a personal gateway appearing over here. Now that I have my personal data gateway set up over here, let's head over to the gear icon that I have over here on the top right, which says settings, and then click on manage connection and gateways. Let's head over here. And now let's go ahead and click on the new button over here and let's select the gateway cluster name, which is MiTutorials gateway, and let's give it a connection name. In this case, I'm going to just call this as an SQL. Connection type over here is going to be SQL server, and then it's asking you for the server details, database, etc. I'm just going to quickly enter those details. Authentication method, you can choose whether you want to do a basic authentication or Windows authentication. In this case, I'm going to do a Windows authentication. Now that I've entered all the details, I've clicked on save. You can see that it has successfully created a connection here. And then I'm going to now click on close. Let's head over to the workspace again. I'm going to go back to my tutorials workspace and let's click on the icon over here which says schedule refresh. And now under gateway connections, you will see that there is a gateway that is installed, which is MiTutorials gateway. I can now link the data source that I have, which is the SQL server, to my gateway that I have created, which is the SQL over here. I'm going to click on apply. Once this is done, you will see that data credentials have now been granted access. Credentials are no more required to enter. Once this is done, you can then head over to refresh, where you can configure a refresh schedule and then you can turn this on. You can choose the frequency that you would want. You have daily and weekly. Let's choose daily for now, and then you can add multiple times over here. If you have a pro subscription, you can refresh the report up to 8 times in a day. You can choose the time that you would want to refresh this particular report. For example, I'm going to set this, let's say at 7 AM for now. And then I can also send a notification over here which says if there is a refresh failure, it can send notification to either the dataset owner or these contacts that you mention in this particular section. And then you can click on apply. Once you've clicked on apply, it says that this has been updated. So my schedule refresh has been set up now. So what you can now do is the time section that we have over here is only for about 30 minutes in interval. So I will have to wait for a lot of time if I have to do this or wait for the schedule refresh to run automatically. Instead, what I will do is I will use the manual refresh option which I have available over here. Like I told you earlier, I have already updated my SQL server with the 2023 data, and now when I refresh this manually, it is going to use the gateway that I have installed and then refresh the data in my report. So now I'm going to click on the refresh now button, which is a manual refresh button. It says preparing for refresh, and this is my next refresh schedule. This is the time when this was last refreshed. So the refresh is now complete. It is showing the time when this particular report was last refreshed, and let's head over to my report and then click on refresh. And you will now see that this is now showing us the 2023 data as well in this particular report. So this is how you can schedule refresh of your reports automatically in your dashboards. And in your organization, you will be having an on-prem data gateway, which you will have to use or get access to before start using that particular gateway, because personal mode is not really an option in the organizations to refresh these reports. It's always good to use the on-prem data gateway that are available within the organization. So that's it, guys, in this particular tutorial. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. You've learned something new today. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more such tutorials.